The laser sight in Insurgency Sandstorm works differently from other games. Usually in other games, once you have a laser sight, you get a bonus in accuracy, maybe your hip-fire spread is lower. But in Insurgency, it serves only a purpose, and that is to indicate where the barrel of your gun is currently aiming. It also can be toggled on and off, and it costs 2 supplies in order to have it on your weapon. And you may be wondering, is it worth using or should I spend my supplies on something else? My answer is, the laser sight is not essential, but early on it can be useful to understand how to control the hip fire of the weapon, because unlike other games, the hip fire in Insurgency and Insurgency Sandstorm is not centered in the middle. So you can use it to get the feeling of the weapon, but once you have it, usually the laser sight is not really needed because you can control it without the laser sight and you know where your gun is gonna shoot. The big downside of the laser sight is that you can give away your position because also enemies can see the red dot where you're aiming. So you can give away your position pretty easily if you're not careful. But there are ways to make the laser sight very useful. One example can be with the shotguns when you go too close to medium range engagements. Because with a shotgun, hip firing or aiming down sight won't change the accuracy much unless you're using slug rounds. But when you're using flechette or normal rounds with a shotgun, you can also avoid aiming down sight because of the spread and because you're very close to the target. What makes it difficult is that you need to be precise even with the hip fire. And without a laser sight with a shotgun it's pretty tricky. But with a laser sight you can go around without aiming down sight, so having more mobility and shooting targets, and I can give you some example in one of those clips. Another good way to use the laser sight is with sniper rifles. You don't want to use it when you're sniping people, but when someone is about to engage you in close combat and you don't have time to switch to your pistol, you can just turn on the laser sight and try to hip fire, and you can't imagine how accurate you can be. The trick is to stay as still as possible and you can do amazing things. So guys, thank you very much for watching, I hope this video was helpful and I'll see you on the next one.